Alright, here we go, guys. This is my first Titanfall video, and I'm going to do something a little bit different here. We're actually going to go and we're just going to look at all the rocks around here. We're going to do a little geology video of the Titanfall world. I'm going to try to make this a whole series. We'll see how it works out. A lot of maps don't have many rocks for me to like kind of study and look at, so I'll do the best I can, and if it's a map that really doesn't have too much geology on it, then we'll just go ahead and we'll talk about some recent updates in the field and see what we can come up with that stuff. So this map is Lagoon. I'm just playing regular attrition. I'm not really going to be playing the game too much. More or less, I'm just going to be going around looking at the rocks, and right now in a Lagoon setting, more likely than not, what we'll see is mostly carbonates. There could be some sandstones over here. It does look like most of these are like pretty massive carbonates, so we'll take a look around the map and we'll see what we can come up with. So yeah, stay tuned here. This is Lagoon. Haas is back. The Rock Institute is back up and running, so if you guys want to check that out, you can check out the rest of my videos. I'll try to do some real videos, and I'll try to do just some kind of funny videos or just some kind of different videos, and we'll see how this stuff works out. This first part is kind of loud. I do apologize about that. I'm not even going to use any of these. And look at this. We spawned right here on the beach. So, alright, we'll take a look at these rocks over here. And right away, you see that they are pretty massive. There's no like striations on them. There's no layering that you can see for the most part here. And so that tells me right away that these rocks are going to be pretty resilient rocks. And I mean, they really don't have any sort of, I guess, features to them. It's to be expected in a game. They really just kind of look like mountain rocks. So I guess first things first, in the field, if I were a geologist actually coming and looking at this stuff in a real place, I would come up to these rocks and I'd have my field notebook with me, and I would just take some notes and really observe what I see here. The graphics aren't the best. It looks like we've got some physical weathering here. Really not any, like I said, really not any layering that we can see, so they really don't look to me like carbonates. I would say, if anything, these are sandstones, and based on what we see here on the beach, that kind of makes sense. You can see some ripple marks here on the beach, which is kind of weird. Maybe this place at one time was more flooded, and then the water out here was, I guess, higher, or this was kind of like a really low-level water channel. But as far as this goes, I mean, these rocks definitely are very massive. Like I said, again, there's no layering. This would all be stuff that I detail in my notebook. If I could actually see some grains in here, I would take a grain size measurement, so to speak. I would definitely call this a quartzite or a very, very, very solidified sandstone. Just based on what I see here on the beach. We'll take a look at these ripple marks. Yeah, they're fairly deep ripple marks here. I mean, really, based on the weathering on these rocks, yeah, I'm going to call them a sandstone. I mean, I really would not feel comfortable calling this a carbonate at all. And it looks like these are pretty similar throughout. Some fractured rocks here. These definitely are broken, like you would see a quartzite or something of that nature if you were actually out in the field. We do have trees growing out of it as well. Another good indicator that it is a sandstone, that it is really resilient. These rocks right here, yes, definitely, I would be okay calling this a sandstone. I mean, obviously the colors really are not good indicators, but there again too, I mean, you take what you can get when you're out in the field, and obviously these rocks are, I guess, kind of, yeah, just kind of basic rocks here, and we'll kind of move around a little bit and see. These now, on the other hand, though, I mean, this rock is a little bit different looking. And the fucking Titan killed me, so we can go ahead and wait. I guess this kid's just like trying to stick off or something. Alright, so we're over here, a little bit new rocks. Looks pretty similar. A lot of, I mean, this looks like water weathering right here. I mean, you see, obviously, you see these lines here, the little bit of rust color, so water probably flowed down from the top and just kind of, I got killed by that same Titan again, what a queer. Water just definitely flowed down from those, and I mean, it just, over time, it weathered away some of those minerals inside those rocks, and that's what gets you that kind of weird look again. So over here, we've already looked at these rocks, so I'll try to run across the map and see what I can get for some other rocks. This video is already at 5 minutes. So yeah, I guess just kind of a basic look here. I mean, yeah, this is what you do in geology. This is the kind of stuff you look for out in the field when you're looking at rocks. I mean, this is pretty basic stuff. And I think next video I'll go into more detail about what you do when you're in the field and what kind of stuff you can expect to see based on the environment, things like that. I tried to do it as best I could here. Really didn't work out. This is just a regular game that I joined. I didn't try to do anything special with it. But my guess here on these, without actually knowing the geologic history of this place, very massive sandstones. Again, like I said, just based on the beach area that we're at here. Based on, I mean, zero layering for the most part. Carbonates are usually pretty massive. You can see some kind of layering. I mean, we'll take a look at this rock here. Pretty fractured. This could be a carbonate boulder from some other part around here. I don't see anything else that would necessarily be carbonate, more or less. But yeah, I mean, this is, yeah, it could be a carbonate, it could be a sandstone. I really don't know. I mean, without actually being able to see grains in this rock, I really couldn't tell you. And obviously, this stuff right here that you can see me going down, these lines are not natural. They look like kind of put in designs for mapping of this rock layer, quote unquote. Yeah, you wouldn't see this in real life unless there was some kind of plotting or drilling going on in the area. But other than that, yeah, these main fractures here definitely indicate some kind of physical weathering. Could be from water getting in these cracks, could be that it fractured like this when it fell. I really don't know. So yeah, we'll try to get a more in-depth look here at what's going on, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.